Mr. V, he's not gonna leave that house, fam. You're good. I said that, he left the house. All right, look, that was a bad read on me. YouTube, what is going on? Savage here. Are you guys tired of playing Warzone daily and still not progressing in skill level? Are you sitting there scratching your head wondering why you're dying so much and you're not winning a lot of games and you can't drop more than 4 or 5 kills? Well, buckle up, watch the video in its entirety and sit with me as I try to show you guys all the common mistakes that most players are making. And I have spectated and posted over 360 videos on this channel worth of tips. So if you guys do learn anything in this video or you just find it entertaining as a whole, make sure you drop a like on the video, subscribe with notifications on, and as always, join our Discord community if you're looking for people to play with. We have over 13,000 members in our Discord, and we have 7 different looking for groups pages in different regions, different modes, different game types. So make sure you use that to your advantage. Go out there and get some wins. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the lessons. All right, so a lot of you players find yourself making the same mistakes, and most of them are basic. Now, when it comes to improving your aim and accuracy, we can give you some tips here and there, but overall, that just comes with practice. A lot of these pros, a lot of people that play really well, they play for 8-12 hours a day, and they consistently get better because they're consistently playing. Now, I don't have any audio on my headset. I'm literally just wearing it for fun. Look at this guy. I'm just going to mess with him. Don't follow him. He shot me in the face. Now, most of you guys that are struggling to get a 0.5 KD, even get a 1 KD, or even jump into the 2 KDs, usually you're losing your gunfights or you're losing the game because of simple mistakes that you guys are not catching, or you're just forgetting to implement tactics you already know. So you got to make habit of doing the same basic things: slide cancel, stay next to cover, make sure you have your ADS sensitivity set correctly. A bunch of different things like that will help you guys improve in the game. Now here we are spectating Reyes, who just came back from the gulag, as we have seen, and he's going for a scav. Now, he should know, just looking at the mini map and paying attention, that there's an enemy here and there's 2 enemies here fighting. So this guy right here I'd be more concerned with because he's in our same compound. But we need to be very careful on how we navigate. Notice right now how he's going from scav to scav, and he hasn't even looked out of the hangar checking for enemies. We're sitting in a corner. This isn't really checking for enemies. We're staring at lockers. This is one of the fatal mistakes, guys. Fatal mistake number 1. When you think an enemy's near you, which there is, freezing up. Guys, if you guys want to get better at this game, that's going to mean you're going to get in better lobbies. I don't care if you're in bronze lobby, plastic lobby, paper bag lobby. Eventually, you're going to want to progress, right? Stop moving slow like this. If you're in a diamond lobby, for the most part, if you're in a really good lobby with 3 KD players, 4 KD players, 5 KD players, they're not going to allow you to sit in a corner for more than a couple seconds. Maintain movement at all time. There's footsteps above us. There's no reason why we can't push them. Don't break the window. You just go, oh, you can now. We know the enemy's in here. We literally are hearing him. Why are we not pushing him? Fear, right? Guys, it's a video game. Stop playing scared. Tip number 2. Do not play scared. Play like you know what you're doing. Play with some confidence. Confidence is a key in life, and it's a key in video games. Here we are again, slow walking. I don't think our dude has sprint. Speaking of tip number 3, use tac sprint, guys. I'm sorry, I'm putting it out there. A lot of people, it's a debate. I like it, I don't like it. Use tac sprint. Use it. Use it. It will help you in the long run, I promise you guys. Also, it'll save your freaking joysticks if you're on controller from having stick drift, because if, you know, holding in the sprint the whole time is eventually going to wear down your stick. So now we now have 2 enemies here that we know of. We've seen 2 of them, and instead of pushing them and killing them, we're just keeping our eye on them. Why? I don't know. Now, a lot of people like to argue with me and say, Savage, he just likes playing passive. No one likes playing passive. People play passive for the most part because they don't want to get killed. Now, here we are debating what weapon to pick up. Another thing, guys, this is not your forever weapon. Get a gun you think you can get kills with. Look, again, fear setting in. Fear setting in. So walking slow right now. What if we get shot from the right hand side? We're not even looking. Crouch walking now. This is shit. You don't do this. Don't do this, guys. And like, I'm at the point now where I'm getting a little heated. Like, I know I'm not the biggest YouTuber in the world. I get that. Not everyone's seen my videos, but dude, this is common sense stuff. There's a lot of advanced things we'll say in our videos, but for the most part, we're spectating randoms. If it's a bronze lobby, which this one definitely is, it's all basic tips, all of it. Okay, Savage, what do we do? Go do something. Go do something. Get a bounty. Get an objective. Get a recon. If you're going for wins, you want to play passive just because you like to, go for recons. There's no reason not to. You want to hunt down kills and get better aim and better accuracy? Go for bounties. I would rather you guys play for the next week straight of only going for gunfights and bounties and losing every single game than I would for you guys to play passive for one entire day. If you guys spend an entire week getting shit on, guess what's going to happen? You're going to learn from being in these gunfights. You're going to learn how to adjust your aim based on different movements. You're going to learn what your ADS sensitivity is going to be. You're going to learn what guns actually work better for you as a player. Stop watching us YouTubers and saying, well, shit, so-and-so is using this gun and these perks, and he's the best ever. Let me just use that. No, wrong. What the hell is this dude doing? He just get DC'd? Perfect. Time for a lesson. Guys, use weapons that complement your strength. Me, I am not an SMG player by any stretch of the imagination. I haven't been since season 3 of year 1, right? I'm more of a close range rifle and a sniper rifle type player. So me being a sniper, I'll use different perks than my dude Dracoda, who's all up in your face, gonna 1v4 everybody inside one building. A lot of people prefer tracker. A lot of people prefer high alert. It just depends on your play style. You got to start learning what your play style is going to be, what you're better at, and building off that. YouTube has a lot of benefits because you get to learn a lot of things, you get to see a lot of things, but don't copy someone just because they're good. It may not work out for you. Now here we are sitting, I don't know what we're doing. We're sitting on a rooftop right now. We still need money for our loadout, and I'm going to have to end this recording. All right, thank God we won't have to. This is the 3rd game I've tried to spectate to give tips and tricks, and for some reason we spectate people who don't even know what the joystick does. All right, but anyway, we went ahead and moved on, and now we're spectating Valentin. I love how he gets shot and just sidesteps it. Let's see what he does. He really wants to buy something else really badly. Now I don't know why he didn't just get another couple $1,000s to get his loadout. He really wanted that plate box, and he really wants something else. I don't know what he's trying to do, I'm gonna be honest. We have the next zone. We see the enemy on the UAV, and still we're not taking advantage of it. Guys, another tip. If you have a UAV and you see an enemy, kill him. The only reason, there is a reason. I'm not going to say there's no reason. The only reason you shouldn't push an enemy that's on UAV is if you're going to have to run out in the open and expose yourself in order to push him. Now, you guys might be thinking that's the case here. He's sitting in this building watching us, but no. You can push that. Like we did. We go in the ravine, play the bridge, come up through the buildings, and push the house. It's not a very hard thing to do. But what are we heartbeating right now? Now, a lot of people tell me, Savage, you keep saying don't heartbeat in the open. You're wrong. Really? Do you really think that was a good idea just now? We have no cover, no concealment. We have nothing to protect us, and we're putting our gun down, meaning we're gonna have to hip fire and take time to ADS, and whipping out a heartbeat sensor, leaving our entire body vulnerable to getting headshotted from 360 degrees. Now we're by a wall, but again, we're just living and breathing by a heartbeat. Guys, heartbeat's a great tool. I used to use it. I have friends that still use it. My dude Expel uses it, right? We got a lot of people that use heartbeats, and it is a great tool. I'm not a hater of heartbeats, but this shit here has got to stop. I think he's waiting for just Satan to spawn out of the depths of hell, take the loadout drop, and throw it at him. What are we doing? You're right. Y'all are right. Those of you who always say, I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to heartbeat sensors, you're right. No, this is what you do right here. This is it. I mean, bro, guys, honestly. Oh, weird. Oh, yeah, the heartbeat did really good for you, brother. High five. And see, the reason why I'm getting so emotional right now is because every damn random video that we do that's a bronze lobby, this is shit we see. We got Vadlamani, Mr. V. We got Mr. V. He seems a little bit more competent. He's got he's got a Val. I like it. Val and the AMAX. Not a bad combo, honestly, especially for solos. Let's see what he ends up doing. Now, I hope this isn't the guy that was camping in the house. Otherwise, we got a long match ahead of us. Thank God that guy's gone too. Well, look, guys, tools are great, but you don't want that tool to become a crutch. And what I mean is, a lot of these players get so reliant on that heartbeat that that's the only thing they're going to use to spot enemies. And God forbid the enemy has ghosts. God forbid the enemy is at range and you're just out in the open heartbeating in 360 degrees. Guess what? Heartbeats do not pick up indefinitely. It's something like 40, 50 meters. It's not that far. It's very, 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 very close. It's not even medium range worthy. It's a close range temporary tool. It's not to be relied on. It's to be utilized, but not relied on. Use your eyes, look for movement, things like that. Use UAVs, other things like that. Speaking of UAVs, guys, again, there's no reason why anyone should ever, and I mean ever, whip out a heartbeat sensor when the UAV's in the air. It is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my entire life in any video game I've ever played. All right, we got another enemy camping in the building right here. Let's see how he approaches this. Now, this guy's camping. He's going to be on the second floor. You can tell by the elevation. Again, because there's no arrow above or below. Above arrow means he's an elevation above you. Below means he's below you. Because we're on a hill, we're even with the second floor. I'm going to assume that the enemy is, that's right, on the second floor. Let's see what happens. He actually looks like he's pushing us now. Okay. Now, another tip. Guys, the reason why I tell you all not to sit in a building and camp isn't just because I don't want to get killed by campers. That's not the case at all. I can give a shit less. I hardly play the game anymore because I have one arm, right? The reason why I tell you guys to do this is, one, it's hindering your own gameplay. It's hindering the speed you're going to progress at as a player. And I don't care what anyone says. If you're a gamer, we enjoy getting killed. That's why we play shooters. No one has to be a pro. You don't have to be a streamer. You don't have to be a YouTuber to be good at a game. Everyone who plays this game wants to get good. They want to get kills. And if you tell me otherwise, you're lying to me and yourself. So we're saying that again, guys, don't camp for many, many reasons. One, hinder your gameplay. We already talked about that. Two, the moment you go to leave, there's going to be someone else waiting for your ass because you failed to maintain movement. They were able to outthink you and just wait for you to come out the door and get the easy kill. So we got sniped over here by the 190, 210, somewhere in that area. There's the enemy in the street. He did not see him. He did not see him. Train your eyes for movement, guys. That's the only reason why I see it, is because I look for movement. I don't look for silhouettes. I don't look for heartbeats. I don't look for blips. I look for movement. The enemy is pushing him, and he's smart. He's using the precision to suppress us. Finally, we use the heartbeat, go into the left-hand side. I would actually vault up here and get the higher ground and shoot down on the enemy, but it works. We ended up snapping right on him. Good shit. Mr. V actually able to beam the enemy. Good shit. Still not a fan of his tactic, but it ended up working out. We do have a north end ending. Now, if you guys want to play passive, I'd be worried about rotation. Once the circle collapses, start making our way to the next zone. See what he ends up doing, though. We're going to the buy station. We may run into some enemies coming from farmland or lumber. I was about to say I doubt it because it's so late in the game, but it's definitely a possibility. Whenever you guys are rotating to the edge, you need to be aware that other people probably on the edge too. People love the edge for some stupid reason. The edge isn't the best idea in almost any scenario, unless you happen to be in a fight and just happen to get caught up by the gas. That should be the only reason you're actually playing the gas. So we're backing away from the enemy, trying to separate ourselves, but what we're doing and really is allowing the enemy to out-rotate us. The enemy could... We're laying in a bush too, by the way. The enemy's on the bridge right now. He sees us. Yeah. Come on, bro. And again, movement is cool, and he's got some decent movement. You got to give him that. He's not the best. He's no Joe Woe, but he's not a bot. His aim is decent at best. He's not bad, but again, he's not the best. But like I said earlier, you need more than just movement and aim to win this game. Allowing the enemy to get a nice head glitch on that bridge and separate himself from us to get range was a bad mistake, especially since we have the Val. We could really have blown him away. The moment we got in that fight, I just would have pushed his shit in. I would not have given him an option to out-rotate us, because now we either have to chase him down and run back across the ravine where we just left. He's gonna dip on the four-wheeler, huh? All right, Mr. V going in with the ATV. Let's see where the circle rotated. It's gonna be a military ending. Got a lot of people already pre-parking up on the hill. That's a great read by them, focusing on positioning first. Now, again, you don't have to get a lot of kills to be good at this game. And also on the flip side, you don't have to win a lot to be good at this game. A lot of top players in the world don't have more than 1,000 wins. Some of them don't even have 500 wins. They have a shit ton of kills and a high KD, and they're good at the game. On the other side, there are a lot of players with like a 1 KD, a 2 KD, who've got over 1,000 wins because they play the edge of the circle. Figure out what's more important to you. Kills, wins, both, whatever, and go off of that. Again, there's different strategies and tactics for each style of gameplay. You got to find what's best for you. Here we have another enemy in the house. Let's see how he plays this. Again, you want to win your fights fast because you have other players trying to rotate as well. Not to mention, we just took an ATV and we parked it up here. So he knows we're here if he's paying attention to his mini map and his audio. And if there's any other enemies around here or rotating in that are paying attention, they're going to look at the map and they're going to be like, well, this is not a spawn. There's somebody around here. Not to mention, if we do start fighting this enemy and shooting at them, again, we reveal ourselves to enemies around us. We know he's in the house. You can stop heartbeating now. We know he's here. Mr. V, he's not gonna leave that house, fam. You're good. I said that, he left the house. All right, look, that was a bad read on me. But I do like the fact that we're pushing the enemy now, that we have him broken. The enemy did take off. He's on a heartbeat. He's not in here anymore. He's not in here anymore. He's not in here anymore. He's gone. You took too long. The moment we push, I like the fact that we heartbeated to see if he left the house. I like that. I'm good with that. But once the heartbeat didn't pop up, why did we keep clearing the house? That was clearly the guy camping there the whole time. There's no need to clear it. No one's in there. If no one shot at him and he just left that house, it's clear, fam. So we allowed the enemy to leave and we just wasted our time. Situations like this, guys, tip number 6 or however many tips we're on now. If you heartbeat an enemy and you have him broken and you go to push, I like how he closed the gap when he had him broken. I'll give him that. But you go to heartbeat and there's no blip there anymore. He's gone. Poof, gone. Don't look for him there anymore. All right, here we are now, coming here. Now look, now that we took so long to get here, we've got enemy 1 and enemy 2. We've got 2 enemies on this hill. How we play this? Now the enemy we're shooting at right now should have had the drop on us. We pulled up in a vehicle. He should have had us shot and broken by the time we hopped off. If I'm in the enemy's position, the moment I see that red vehicle driving to me, I'm already ADS and spamming my bullets at him. Good kill with the grenade, bro. Mr. V securing the dub on that fight with a nice throw, a nice Kobe with the nade. Good shit. But we're not out of the woods yet. Again, we have another enemy right here. There's a chance he might have rotated. I doubt it. But we need to look that direction. He's not even peeping over there. Granted, it's a distance, but we're laying prone with our body exposed. And there's a lot of snipers in this game. People love to snipe. It's the weirdest thing, bro. Car 98 and Swiss are so damn good. Who would have thought people would use it? Weird. Weird! We've also got a big Bertha down there at the house. Got a fight going on. We could third party this. That's up to you. Now with this circle, I think I'd rather a sniper and then whatever secondary you want. Perfect. Because there's a sniper behind us. This is what I would have picked up. Did he put it back? He put it back. What the fuck? All right, again, guys, with this circle, I think you want a sniper, especially for playing this hill like we are. You're not going to get shots with the AMAX and get kills like this. Oh, that recoil is too much for you, bro. So now my fear is the fact that we're running past all of this shit. We've got 2 vehicles up here, so I would assume, I'm assuming, that's all I'm doing. But assume there's enemies up here. So we're making all this noise, shooting and spraying, and someone will probably have a sniper and shoot us in the face. Again, really just depends on the lobby you're in. This is clearly a very low tier lobby. But if you guys are up in the diamond area, just avoid making these mistakes because you will not be forgiven like this guy's being. He's lucky in the sense that there's only 13 enemies left and the circle's still relatively big. Oh, weird. We're getting sniped at finally. Who would have thought? Strange. Someone's playing the edge. Oh, shit. Weird. Now, he is over here. I do think he just left wherever he was at. He was trying to push towards us. I think that's exactly what he was doing. That's why he's got such an angle on us. We're getting really dangerous. Getting towards the edge of the circle. There he is on the rocks right there. You spot him. Yep, there he is. And again, come on. You got it, bro. Good shit. Good shit. I see this a lot. This is another thing I want you guys to practice. When you're in a gunfight. Oh, shit. Sniper glint. Weird. When you're in a gunfight, I notice a lot that people will beam, and once that armor plate's broken, they whiff all their shots. It's the weirdest shit. It's like they hit every shot, beam, 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 and the moment they got to get one more bullet in, they lose the fight. All right, we're in a very good spot though. Again, this is why I was saying we should go in the first place, and I like the fact that we're here. We don't need the heartbeat anymore. We know where he's at. He's in the bush. Oh my God, are you serious right now, fam? Are you absolutely serious right now? Now, if that enemy would have had ears and some thumbs to turn his joystick, he would have turned and killed us. This is, dude, there's no reason to sit there and heartbeat it 3, maybe 4 times. I can't remember what. Because again, as we're walking to him, as we're running, as we're shooting, he should know. The enemy should have known where we were at, but he didn't because he wasn't paying attention. Maybe he was taking a shit. Who knows? Eight enemies left. We spot 1, 2 enemies, and there's a most wanted bounty still driving around. So we have 3 identified. We're only looking for another 5 players right now. I like the fact that we're at least playing this hill, making sure no one's rotating in towards us. Actually, he didn't even check down. I'd just peek down a little bit, just see if someone's pushing us. Make up your mind. Do you want a sniper? No, that's the second time you picked it up and dropped it. I'd pick the sniper up. This is stupid that we're not. I'm gonna be honest. Now there's a Bertha driving around down here, but since we've already shot people, we've already identified where we're at. If any enemies are actually paying attention, doesn't matter. Spray that bitch down. Make that Bertha not work anymore. Disable that son of a bitch. The last thing you want to do in solos is put yourself in a position where you allowed a big Bertha to drive around untouched, and he ends up splatting you for the win. Then it's no one's fault but your own for allowing him to drive around. If you guys are playing any mode at all and you see a Bertha driving around in a circle this big or maybe a little bit bigger, disable it before it becomes a real problem. Five enemies left. We got eyes on 1, 2 guys. Big Bertha's in a fight right now. We could third party this and take advantage of it, but we're just going to clear this. And again, not a bad idea. I won't hate him for that. There may be another player sitting up here in a bush somewhere, so you want to clear it before you start fighting other players. Not to mention, if we do reveal ourselves too much and sit on these rocks a little too... Oh, we're gonna sit in the bush. All right, you guys notice, this is tip number 38. You guys notice when he's shooting the enemy, how he just randomly whips the gun left to right while he's trying to track the enemy? It's because his ADS sensitivity is not set correctly. If you find yourself overshooting the enemy, turn your ADS sensitivity down. If you find yourself not being able to catch up to the enemy, turn your ADS sensitivity up. Find that sweet spot. When you find that great ADS sensitivity and sensitivity on top of it, whoo, sky's the limit for how good you can get, guys. These are settings you got to pay attention for. Now, this guy right here that we're shooting at should know we're up here. Again, based off sound. Here he is finally shooting us. We need to be careful. We have very little cover. I'd fall back and hit behind this rock or go prone to where he can't shoot us. Now, as the enemy's running in the open, what is he doing wrong? Well, he's trying to just full send it across the street. As you're working your way in the open, you need to at least turn at the enemy and try to shoot at him. You don't have to sit there and just face check him and plant your feet and shoot, but run, pop a couple shots, run, pop a couple shots, slide cancel, something. Just running straight in the open, you're going to die 9 times out of 10, no matter how bad the player is. All right, here we are with the heartbeat again. Definitely don't mind it. The player could be a little bit more towards the northwest. He might be on the high ground. He might be in a bush. This seems like a very bush camping lobby, so I wouldn't be surprised. The fact that we haven't picked anyone up right now is probably a sign we can put the heartbeat away for life. All right, now you can close the gap on this one. And now he's plating. I'd definitely push up and take advantage of the fact that he's plating. Oh my God, bro, no. Yo, push this shit in, bro. You got this. Push this shit in. Play with confidence. Thank you. People, when it comes to a 1v1 at the end of the game, people play like they've never shot before. They get scared. They do some different shit. But regardless, Mr. V takes the cake. He takes the dub. GG. And look, guys, I know my last few videos have been a little aggressive, but I really just feel like my message isn't getting across. If you guys stop making the same basic mistakes y'all make every match, your gameplay will jump tremendously. I cannot tell you how many people have sent me DMs saying, Savage, bro, I knew I was doing wrong, but I didn't really know how to fix it, or I didn't know I was doing wrong and you told me what I was doing, or every time I was doing something wrong, I had your voice in my head yelling at me and helped me improve my gameplay. My KDs jumped from a 0.5 to a 1.5. This shit works. Stop doing the same shit you've been doing and losing and start doing something different. Maybe, just maybe, someone's got some decent advice out there. Weird. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, again, make sure you drop a like, subscribe with notifications on, and until next time, you have a good one and good luck in Warzone.